All of this is unskippable. Who is Coyote? Hang on, do I know them? Do they even exist? They like don't have a Moby Games entry or something? Coyote Developments, okay. Okay, I do know them because they were involved with Army Men RTS and ZooCube and Die Hard wait, they were involved in a ton of GameCube games. I don't know why that looked weird to me, why I didn't recognize that logo. Anyway, yeah, let's just do it. This game has ended up being a lot more of a collectathon than I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna have to backtrack to some previous levels to get more stuff out of them, I think. Which honestly works for me. I think we want to go to the earlier levels because they're going to be shorter and easier than later levels, potentially. Though also you need to unlock stars. Or you need to unlock basically stars. Yo, thanks for the 8 months, Gobo. I appreciate it a ton. I hope you're having an excellent Thursday. Yeah, ID, I was back and forth on it a bit. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today. I said I would, and then I was like kind of tired. I was up really late last night working on something for stream, actually. Something exciting that you'll all see on stream someday. I was working on, so... So I think that if I come in here, there's a different star to get now. Beat the clock. Oh. It's just play the same level, but time trial. Not Popful Mail content. I did also finish my playthrough of Popful Mail last night, though. Overall, pretty good game. I do have opinions about Popful Mail. I guess I'll get into it. I would probably give it a low 4 out of 5. I think is what I'm feeling for that game. Oh, I do have to actually kill everything. I didn't think they would make me do it. My main complaint is with the level design. There's a whole lot of, that game has a whole lot of just like giant maze-like 2D levels. Even in World 5, in the last world, there's literally a level that was called, like, just like the Miserable Maze or something like that. All the World 5 levels had alliteration like that. And I think it was called just like the Maze of Madness or the Miserable Maze or some kind of fucking name where it's just like, oh no. And sure enough, it delivered on its name. But a lot of the game was kind of a Maze of Madness, really. But yeah, I was thinking about the game. I was already thinking about playing through the game anyway from watching PMC play Super Paper Mario, because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about this, and it's like, Super Paper Mario... Oh right, I'm stupid. Like, it feels kind of unique for its blend of 2D platforming with RPG mechanics. But, like, if you think about it, Zelda 2 did that. Like, the Wonder Boy games did that. There was actually sort of like a real live genre, sort of in the 80s and 90s, of 2D platformer RPG hybrids, and Popful Mail is one of those. And I think SPM feels unique because, like, they stopped making those in, like, the mid-90s, I feel like. You don't really see them that much anymore by the 2000s. So that got me thinking about the game. That had the game planted in my mind, just in general. But then 30 for 30 came up, and I had the opportunity to play through it, so I did, and it was good. I did play with the patch that restores the Japanese balance of the game. Working Designs famously basically ruins the balance of all of the games that they translate in the 90s. In addition to the translations just being extremely inaccurate and whatever Victor Ireland thought was funny at the time. And Popful Mail is a lot of that. But he would, like, make every game harder. And in the context of Popful Mail, that means I think they made everything cost more in the shops. Simultaneously, they also made everyone give you less money on death, which is just sort of like a 1-2 punch of making the game much, much grindier. Which is like, what the hell? What the hell, Victor Island, why? But then also, I think he buffed the stats of the monsters. I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that you do, like, 1 damage at a time to the final boss in the official English version of the game. Like, you have to hit that guy 100 fucking times to kill him, which really would change the way the whole boss works, because, like, the way that fight works is that the ground is disappearing, and after a while you only have spikes. So I think you would have to get good enough at the boss to where you can manipulate his lasers to hit parts of the floor that are already broken to, like, make the fight last longer, to even make it possible to get enough hits in to kill him or something like that. It's just demonic. I think he takes, like, 4 damage per hit with the patch I was playing. But the good news is that there's someone out there online who took it upon themselves to undo the balancing decisions on all of the Working Designs games. There's someone who makes what they call the unworked designs patches. So for a lot of Working Designs games, you can get these, where it's still the same English script and everything, but all of the bad balancing decisions have been undone, so it's the same as playing the Japanese version. And that's definitely a much more pleasant way to play the game. I highly recommend that. I don't know, I feel like you don't really hear people complain that much about the difficulty of, like, the Lunar games. I don't know if Victor Ireland ruined Lunar that badly, but, like, I know Alundra on PS1 is, like, completely insane compared to the Japanese version. And I'll get your corn once I'm done with this level, Roberta. But corn. Yeah, I mean, maybe he just thought that, like, the US market wanted the game to be harder.
Mission complete.
Because it's Victor Ireland, it's much easier to just blame him and just be like, it's because he personally wanted it harder, because he's an asshole. Like, it literally, there's so many just, like, there's a boss in the game who has, like, an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent, and he, like, when you meet him, he just starts, like, doing puns off all of the names of the Arnold movies. He'll be like, I will terminate you. I'm no kindergarten cop, you know. And he's, like, goes on for, like, 3 minutes listing every movie. And it's just, like, this is ridiculous. Like, like, this is clearly just because this guy thought it was funny. Like, this is not what he's saying in the Japanese version of the game. They made some enemies hit 9 times harder. Yeah, like, it's... There are already enemies that hit you for, like, 20 damage out of 100 health. The enemy's already kinda chunk. The whole thing is just... I don't know. I found an NPC in the game who says that he wants to go to a live taping of Love Connection because he's just such a big Chuck Woolery fan. I happened to find that NPC on the day Chuck Woolery died, like a week ago. R.I.P. to a legend, I guess.
Yeah, sure, gotta go. See ya.
But also just like this is the... Like this, it's just totally different, and you can tell from the source material that isn't changed that like it's clearly, you know, it is meant to be a funny, like it's meant to be a comedy fantasy adventure type thing. It's meant to be funny in the Japanese, but he really did go ham on just making everyone say whatever the hell he wanted to. Accuracy be damned. That's what Working Designs is famous for. So what am I looking for? And I wasn't really paying attention, but this one looks like it's not a time trial. And yeah, even in 94, I'm pretty sure a Love Connection reference is very dated. It's to get these 10, I think it's to get the 10 red coins. That's what I think is going on. I don't know, overall low 4. Pretty fun game. I enjoyed it. Recommend it to anyone who's into weird RPG platformer hybrids from the mid-90s. The anime sequences were really good. The time for what? Zelda 2? I hope I never have to play Zelda 2 in my life, honestly. I don't know. I enjoyed the game. But I think people made fun of me for enjoying the game. I think Yimo was questioning my taste when it came up in his chat the other day. Wind Waker was alright. Yeah, in a world where literally everyone else is playing Ys Origin, I'm doing something different. Or whatever that other game was called, Joshi Daisei Private Stripper, or whatever. Weird Falcom, like, strip mahjong game, or whatever that is. Apparently, this is my last thing I'll make you hear about it. Apparently, some company did an English translation of the original PC-88 version of Popful Mail, and they put it out on Switch. So, and apparently, according to some YouTube commenters, there are some, like, interesting differences. Part of me wants to, like, play that now. It's like $5 on the eShop, and you can play the PC-88 version. I've never played a PC-88 game before. Stuff like, apparently... The one comment I saw was that at one point in the game, after you beat some guy, he, like, gives you a bomb, or I can't remember what it is. Like, you go into a cutscene and you get a bomb in a cutscene or something. Apparently in the original PC-88 version, you then have to backtrack, like, 6 levels to get to, like, where you fought a boss that threw bombs at you earlier in the game, and then that boss Then there's like a bomb collectible there that you can pick up. Like it's a whole... There's a whole like backtrack adventure you have to do to get the bomb in the PC-88 version that they completely cut for Sega CD. Probably for the best.
Mission complete.
I went back to World 1. You have to backtrack. Like the game is more of a collectathon than I thought it was gonna be. You have to get the colored belts. Like I think that the boss of each world, like now that we've got the green belt, we can fight the World 2 boss. So I assume that for World 3 we're gonna have to get the blue belt before we can fight him. But there's not enough ranks. The collectibles are called ranks. There's not enough ranks in World 2 to get the upgrade just from doing World 2 levels. Like you do have to backtrack to the earlier levels and replay them. And the way it works seems to be that once you get, hang on, if you go to progress screen, once you get a belt upgrade, you unlock like a new column of ranks. So like that second column that I've gotten to out of this stream, that was locked behind having the yellow belt. And then now that I've got the green belt, the third column has unlocked. Like if we look at World 2, you can see that the third column is still locked behind having blue belt, but I just unlocked column 2 in that world as well. So it's a whole thing. So I'm probably just going to clean up all of World 1, because I figure World 1 is going to be the easiest. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like an SM64. One level has multiple...
All the red coinage in the mission to activate the grade. Got anything tougher?
Like, it's kind of just like, you know, every level has multiple stars in it, but now with the added layer of you can't just get all of the stars at once. Though, it does seem like the levels are mostly linear, and then the extra ranks are just kind of like low effort. Like, it's the same level, but now there's 10 red coins. I don't know if the coins can be in... Uh-oh. Is there a red coin there? No, I'm just seeing things. So yeah, I will be repeating the same levels 2 or 3 times. Sorry about that. I'm guessing so. It didn't come up yesterday when I was playing the game, but I was thinking it, yeah. I'm guessing, I mean, you remember the 2000s. People were making everythings. Anyone who felt they could get away with it legally was making the something. Yeah, or that dog. What's the deal with that? Why was that dog such a thing? That, like, robot dog toy. Where you'd, like, plug your iPod into it, and then it would, like, nod its head to the music or something. Yeah, it had, like, some lights on its face, too. I remember that. I didn't have one. I don't even think I knew anyone that had one of those. But it is a thing in our culture. The dog. The iPod dog. A strange moment in time. Now iPods are gone. They just faded away. I mean, they got replaced by everyone being able to just have music on their phone. But, like, iPods were so big. And I feel like they didn't have much of like a... They didn't have like a grand send-off. They just kind of faded away. You slowly stopped seeing or hearing about it. At least that's what I think. I'm still a giant MP3 hoarder. I keep an MP3 collection for sure. I have Spotify, like, I do have it. It's useful for some things, but also, you know, you'll have to pry my MP3s from my dead hands. I'm not letting go. How do I get this coin? Huh. There we go. All right. That's gotten me every time I've played through this level. You gotta do exactly what Argonaut wants or you're getting blasted. Oh. It's a good thing that I thought to check down here. I almost didn't. Because once you get the ball, it just like teleports you. Once you get the ball, you just kind of teleport to the other side of the laser grid. Wait, does it take this long for... Does it really take him this long to... I thought that that would be... Are you watching it on like a West Coast tape delay or something? I would have thought that had happened a couple hours ago. Do people who aren't from around here have like a different thing they watch? Like... Because the big parade is in New York. Okay, they just show it later. Anyway, that means it's officially the holiday season. It's confirmed. Santa confirms it. The unthawing of Mariah Carey is officially complete. Oh yeah, People don't respect the lore, especially stores don't respect the lore. I feel like I have seen it weirdly early this year. Like I've just like going on a walk around town, I see lots of Christmas trees and people with lights up and stuff already for like the past week. Can't help but feel like they've probably hidden a coin or two in like a really evil place, like under one of the ramps like that. We have to like look back at it. 8 out of 10, and we're just getting closer to the end of the level. There's coin 9. No. Isn't this like the end of the level, basically? Yeah, 9 out of 10. Rip. Missed one somewhere. Well, that was completely pointless. You get nothing. This sucks. I think that if I see red coin missions, I'm just gonna bail on them. That sucks.
Mission incomplete. You did not complete all of the mission objectives.
Yeah. Mission complete. You did not complete. Well, if you look at progress screen, Fly Ninja, I just don't even know where that level is. Is this it? There's some level that I've just not even done the first challenge of. I just didn't find it when I was here yesterday. Hi, Ninja. Yeah, you get nothing if you fail. It's awful. This is beat the clock, so I'll do it. This shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, sorry. I went live late today because I wasn't sure if I was going to stream or not. Ultimately, I ended up deciding to stream because I don't know what else I would do today. Oh, I do have to kill everyone. I don't know. I've been in a very productive mood lately. The longer Gamecube thing goes on, the more I just keep like coming up with different things to like make for the finale stream, basically. I need to stop before the end of Gamecube thing becomes just like 6 hours of show and tell of me showing you stuff that I made because I was bored. It's not going to be ginormously produced. I've done a couple of things. It's not ginormous. I don't... You know how I feel about truly ginormous stream production. I've complained about that before, even though I'm a little guilty of trying too hard. I'm slightly guilty of being a tryhard. Basically expect the Game Awards, though, yes. There's gonna be celebrity appearances. Hideo Kojima will show up and announce another game with no details about what the hell it is, but starring several celebrities. She will be there no matter what. I think I'm not gonna finish this in time. Okay, no, we're in there. 7 seconds. This game's from 2003, so it is... I mean, the Collectathon meta in general was just like dying or dead by this time, compared to N64. Compared to N64, I do feel like more GameCube games are just like generic action platformer format compared to like Collectathon format. Honestly, to the point that it makes games like Animaniacs or Looney Tunes Back in Action just like kind of stick out, where it's like, what are you guys doing? What year is it that they're still making these? Yeah, I do kind of wish that it didn't have this like kind of linear level that you then replay type of structure going on. I can't find this other level. I think I just give up. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, is it this? I don't understand where Fly Ninja is. Where is that level? And Ninja Ball. But there are like 5 levels that I just can't even find 2 of them on this hub. I don't understand why I'm so dumb. Where are they? Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, wait, this is all 5. Now I'm just really confused, actually. Which one of these levels is the thing that I haven't done yet, then? Because I can see 4 doors to levels. I've only played 3 levels. Who are you?
You gotta have the this.
Fly Ninja, cost 100 coinage, alright.
Get the red coinage to make the grade drop down. Get your swerve on. The clock is ticking.
Uh-oh. I think I've failed. think I've probably failed because I did that wrong. I didn't really understand what was going to happen there. No, we're totally fine. This is easy.
Mission complete. New high score.
Man, Super Mario Sunshine is good. Is he gonna give me the next one as well? Or is it just another, is it just Fly Ninja? Ninja Ball, yeah.
You know the drill.
Well, for what it's worth, the 40 coins, okay. For what it's worth, the pipe past 3 palm trees sticking out of the cliffside by a red dome cannon is the tall grass secret. The slide secret is the one by... is the one in the pipe by... there's kind of two. There's the one in the police station, and then there's the one in the pipe near... Wow.
You know.
That just kills you. It's hard to describe where that one is, but it's kind of also, it's near the Gelato Beach entrance. Those like pillars in the water. Those are both kind of slidey. Sorry to be a Mario know-it-all. I hate to be that guy, but actually I love to be that guy. So you just have to put up with me. Don't die. Okay.
Mission complete. New high score.
Also, hi, Crazy. I'm finally free from the tormented demons. I finished it the other day. I now have 170 demonic gorillas to kill. So, LOL, basically. The more things change, the more things stay the same. That's a lot less painful, though. The drops suck less, the kills are faster. It's a long task, but it'll be a lot less painful for me, even though it is technically, like, more involved. I gotta supply the clan with the Zenite. What can I do in here? Oh. Huh. That's actually really interesting. The menu is rendering behind an element of the map. Curious. Anyway, move the palm tree. Chase the fuse. There's a shoot the ships round too. I feel like I should do that. No, that wasn't half a badge. That was the badge being half clipped into the palm tree.
High score.
High score 50,000. I don't know what my high score was. I don't know what my score was the first time I did this, but surely 50,000 can't be that hard, right? Oh, my score was only 28,000? Oh.
Welcome to the down wave.
Well, we might be doing this for like half an hour then. I don't know if it just goes forever or if there's going to be an end. I think the problem is combo. You have to build up a combo somehow. Because you get like X2, you get like a multiplier by doing something.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, on the robot fight, that's what that was. But there's a way to build up multiplier here.
Rapid fire.
I don't know how.
Rapid fire.
It just kind of seemed like it would happen at random. I think I'm gonna quit this. I don't want to sit through this entire auto-scroller just to not get enough points at the end, because I don't 100% understand the scoring mechanic. Oh crap, if you fall in the water here, you have to swim all the way to the beach.
Got anything tougher?
Nah, I really don't like that kind of thing. No interest. I'll just be playing the group Iron Man or whatever. Now that I'm done with the 30 for 30, I have more time to devote to playing RuneScape, or maybe doing something actually productive, but probably playing RuneScape. I always say that I need to be working harder on game dev, and then I don't. I need to be working harder. It's not that I'm not working, because I am, but I need to be working harder. Totally ignore the swing. Oh wait, the fuse just passed me. What? Uh-oh. I thought I was like way ahead of it. Porn style Balatro game. I was looking at some old clips recently, and I saw some clips from my failed last attempt at streaming game dev when we tried to make the Olive Garden game.
Mission complete.
It made me sad, because, I don't know. I do wish I were a bit more productive. Like, or in the sense that, like, that I were just better at working faster. That I could, because I think it would be fun. conceptually, I want to stream, like, making a game with chat. We had a lot of fun that one time, that one weekend, when we made the game for the game jam that I entered in college. The weird, like, corn game. That was a lot of fun, but I haven't been able to replicate it, and I've tried twice. Yeah, Xana, we were gonna make, so the premise, that you know you're setting yourself up for failure when your game idea starts with a funny name, a funny idea for a name, and not even the game concept. I think Rare learned this lesson with Grabbed by the Ghoulies, but we were gonna make a game called The Impasta, and it was a social deception game about working at Olive Garden. And the idea was to like you ever play a game, you ever play Played Up, or you ever play, like, what's that other one, Overcooked? I think we're just gonna fight the boss now. No, I want to find if there's like a time trial level here somewhere that I can do. If you ever play one of those games, like, the whole point is that it's like a co-op cooking game where, like, things get increasingly hectic until someone screws up and sinks the whole operation. You know? Like, if you ever play Overcooked, especially, then it's just, like, so chaotic that, like, someone will inevitably be the weakest link of your group, and maybe you lose, and then you blame that guy for why you lost, and you make him do a different job, something like that. But it's a lot of fun. It's a ton of fun. And so the conception of the game was like, or the idea, the concept, whatever. But the idea was like, what if it was a game like that, but it was like a social deception game where one player is intentionally trying to doom the restaurant without getting caught. It's like you're trying to suck, but suck in the right way and just the right amount that, like, people don't catch on to the fact that you're sucking on purpose, was the idea. So I set out to make it, but it just ended up not really working. It's just too hard to, like, it sounds like a good idea on paper, but the problem is, I think that, like, and this is kind of my beef with a lot of, like, stuff like Among Us and stuff like, you know, Push the Button as well. But, like, the thing with social deception games that have gameplay is that, like, the player will get good at the gameplay, or a meta will develop where you sort of figure out what the correct, like, pro EV play is. And in the context of the Impasta, I think the players would just get too good at the game to where they don't make mistakes. So then, to make a mistake would just out you. It would just be like, oh, you know, you have no reason for making that mistake in the way you did, given how many hours of this game we've played. You must be the Impasta. So it just doesn't really work in practice, I think. And I spent like 2 days just developing the systems on stream while trying to solve that problem, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't come up with a good solution to that problem. But if anyone ever does come up with a good solution to that problem, you know, the Impasta, there's your name, social deception game about working at Olive Garden. It's perfect. I think you will make a lot of money. You must be the Impasta. And I think that you could just, if you sort of balance the scaling carefully, you could just make the game get increasingly hard until it becomes impossible. But then if it becomes impossible, then anyone could validly make a mistake, and you don't really have the tools as a player to even scum hunt. So, like, I don't know. What I'm saying is that Mafia is the only good social deception game, because it's just a game about talking, and there's no gameplay. The meta, there's no getting good at it. other than just being good at reading people, which is perfect. Also, hey Delk, I'm finally playing it. This is literally the third to last GameCube game. I think it's so funny that you'd come in here from time to time and ask if I had played iNinja yet. And I never played it until now. Game 472 out of 474. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Not sure how big a fan I am of having to replay linear levels with like red coin or time missions to like get the extra ranks, and that you like have to do that to get enough ranks to get to the boss. Not sure how I feel about that, but game works well enough. You could just make some. Well, the problem is, I think we have the opposite problem ID. I think the impasta, I think players will get too good to where like the impasta will then have to make a mistake that's obvious. So I don't want to hide information from the impasta. If anything, I would want to hide information from the players. But it's like you have to, like, I'm just not, I don't know. It's hard.
Use the mini nuke sub to turn them into fish sticks.
I had sort of worked out, like, with the direction I was sort of going in was that, like,
Yeah, whatever.
there was like a fog of war in the restaurant, so players could not see the whole restaurant at once. You would only see things that are in line of sight, and that the impasta could then sabotage certain elements of the restaurant by, like, you know, either like fucking up and like breaking the oven when no one is in the kitchen, and then, you know, some player comes into the kitchen later and is like, who broke the oven? What the hell's this? And then everyone says, oh, it wasn't me, I was over here, oh, I was over there. And, you know, it's like, we don't know unless you've got eyes on the person.
Movement. Try
Unless you
moving
see them
south
break the
in all
oven, then you know
directions.
they're the
Try
impasta.
it now.
I'm gonna actually use the tutorial this time because I want to know.
Torpedoes at Ventus to defeat him. Try it now. Evasion. For a quick dodge, use the sub-spiral roll evasion system. Try it now.
Yo, let's go fishing. I haven't played Dale and Dawson Stationary Supplies. I know it exists because some people were playing it in Pi's Discord. I don't know anything about it though. Is that what they did for that game? If the Dale and Dawson Stationary Supplies people stole my impasta idea, I'll be pissed. But then again, I was also stealing that idea from Space Station 13, so... Then I was thinking as well, like, maybe each player gets assigned a role in the restaurant, rather than just divvying up the roles. But then the impasta can, like, do any role, technically, so they can frame anyone they want, but then people within their role can only do certain... Like, if you're the waiter, you can only serve food, you can't cook food, but then, like, I don't know. I don't really think that's a good idea, but I was thinking maybe like that. Hang on, can I just get on you and go ham? Ah, no, I wasted my rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Power shots.
I mean, at this point, I'm not making the impasta anymore. I'm working on a completely different game that I'm pretty deep in. What if the goal is to make an exact number? Too little and too much is bad. The players know the target, but the imposter doesn't. That could work. Cause then you're trying to blend in the sense that, you know, you're gonna keep working, but, you know, if you hit the goal and then one guy is still pumping out food, then it's like, okay, you're the imposter. So you kind of gotta suss out whether or not people want to stop. But as the players, you wouldn't want to make it too obvious because you want the imposter to out. I don't really know how that manifests in gameplay. Like, how do the players behave? That's a decent idea, though.
Hug, ninja, hug!
Currently making a fishing adventure game. That's been my project for a long time.
No, now I leave. Goodbye, fish girl.
I guess then the imposter wouldn't really have special abilities in the gameplay. They'd be playing the same game as everyone else.
That's the smell of fear, as thousands of tortured souls cry out for freedom.
I am making fishing quests.
Somewhere, I bet my beard on it. Go investigate. Shh.
It's all crystal now. Yeah, there was me, thinking you were an
I'm almost done
idiot.
with the first town. I've spent the last like several weeks in just like cutscene scripting hell, basically. Trying to get all the NPCs in the first area of the game to work correctly. And I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the first town, which is very exciting. Having some game design concerns as well, but I think I can resolve the problems. There's a number of ways. You need to accomplish X amount of objectives as a spy, and the sniper needs to figure out which character is and shoot them. Let's have objectives that have hard tells if people are watching, objectives that only have behavioral tells, and tasks that have no tells but take time. Yeah. So it sounds like I was kind of doing, like with the breaking the restaurant equipment type stuff. I was doing objectives that have hard tells if someone can see it. But I didn't have the other two. So that's interesting. I'm not familiar with Spy Party. And at Americus, I actually... Wait, use your ninja stealth. Slowly... No, I don't want to be slow. Fuck this level. Bye. I've actually, I've been making YouTube videos about my progress for a little while now. I've made like 5 of them, and video 6 is technically sort of in the works currently.
There is some
Supernatural force keeping the door shut. Alright, never mind. I have an ongoing YouTube series about the development of the fishing game. Currently, I just call it Lakeside, because that's what I've been calling it for years, but I don't think that's a good final product name. I have to come up with something more clever than that.
Yeah, whatever.
You just gotta shove it in Fortnite. Currently watching... Did they put a murder mystery... Like... Did they put something like that in Fortnite? Did they just put... I don't even understand what putting something in Fortnite means anymore, because aren't you playing a battle royale? Like, whenever people say that they put, like, Rock Band in Fortnite, I don't know what that... Like, do you go to a place on the map where you can then play Rock Band, but then, like, what... Call it Super Smash Brothers. It's an interesting name. Maybe. Top angler, real bass fishing, taken. Also, the bass fishing is very not real. I do have certain aesthetic goals for the game in terms of, I don't know, it's hard to put into words, but also there's gonna be a bunch of fantasy fish and like stuff that makes no sense. It will be very not real bass fishing.
Ninja revive!
It's not so fantasy though, like it's not like, you know, kings and castles and shit. It's basically meant to be like the Japanifornia of upstate New York, you know? Like, you know how Ace Attorney is like, yeah, this takes place in California, and then it's just like very obviously not. I basically want to do that to New York. That's my goal. Not like that, not quite so blatant in your face type stuff. But like and you'll have to see when the game comes out, probably in the year 2026. Maybe I should spend $500,000 on a spot at the Game Awards for my 30-second trailer.
Oh, you want some too, huh? Eat it!
I have a lot of fish. I don't know exactly how many fish are going to be in the game, but I tentatively gave myself 80 placeholders for 80 different types of fish. I don't know of 80 different real fish.
Feel my heel, that ninja.
So, you know, pledge at the $1,000 level, and you get to name and design a fish, and then I get submissions from a bunch of furries to make their personas fish in the game.
In your face! In your face!
No goldfish. No goldfish yet. I haven't made very many. I think there's like 8 or 9 fish in the game right now. I think there's like 8 or 9 fish in the game currently.
Ninja revive!
You can fish up trash. One of the things you have to do in the first town is fish up a guy's house key that he dropped in the lake. And because of that, the house key has to be programmed into the game as a fish. So when you go into the Pokédex, it'll be a bunch of fish pictures and then just like a picture of a key. And it's just like not even a fish. There's gonna be some stuff like that. Special caches section. It sounds like too much work. I think it's funnier that this guy's house key is showing up in the wildlife guide. It's a 2D game. I'm not expecting to make a penny off this. I might not even, if I ever do finish the game, it might just be freeware. I might not even bother selling it for money. Really, it's just a hobby to work on the game. So because of that, I made a lot of decisions that are not good ideas if you ever want to make a game and like be productive. Like I'm doing all of the engine dev by myself, and so I have to make like all of the tooling and all of the shit, and it makes everything take about 100 times longer to make. Where am I? It makes everything take about 100 times longer to make, and also means that because I'm not a very good programmer, it also just limits what I could do compared to like if I, you know, used a built-in engine that had all kinds of features. Like if I can't program the feature, then the feature does not exist. So that does limit what I can do a little bit. So it's kind of just like a, you know, it basically looks like an NES Dragon Quest game, you know? It's just like tiles, low quality sprites, that kind of thing. A lot of the artwork is temporary, but also I cannot into art at all, so it'll look like crap when it's finished too. It's just for fun. It's good to have productive hobbies, or so I'm told. I think I'm just gonna ride the log, even though this takes forever. I'm not sure if I'm going in loops. I feel like maybe I reset the level. I don't know where the exit is. I think I might have... Yeah, Pico Cat. I tried to use that once and I like couldn't figure out how to do it. I do need to learn how... I do have like a kind of gag I want to do at some point in the game. I want to get like... Yeah, we're totally just going in a loop here. I went the wrong way somehow. I need to get Blender to work because I want to do like a Donkey Kong. You know how like Donkey Kong Country and stuff, they're like the pre-rendered, like they take a 3D model and they like do a render of it, cut that out and make that a sprite. I want to have just like in a game full of like 2D pixel art type stuff, I want to have one fish that's just blatantly a 3D model that's been pre-rendered and it's just like the dimensional rift fish. Why does this one look so different? I don't know. He's special. Yeah, exactly. Just like a realistic fish model. I don't know what to use that joke on. Like for which part of the game. But I have ideas. Wait, is this just this... Is this where I started? Is that... Because there's the door. Or is that the exit? I think this is where I started. What the fuck? How did I get here? I'm so confused. I have no idea. Wait, and then here's the waterfall. Or is that a different waterfall? I don't even... I think this is different from the other waterfall that I went down. What the fuck is going on in this level? This is so confusing. I'm just dead? What the fuck is going on in this level? I'm so confused. This is garbage. I think this is where I just was. Let's try the other way. Well, wait, but the other way is this. This is where I started, because remember I chopped that down, and there's that, like, statue. So this whole time I've been going backwards? I don't know how I got flipped around backwards. I think I might have gotten to the exit and thought I was at the entrance earlier on. And somehow got flipped around and ended up going back to the start of the level. I think up to this point is correct. I don't know what to do now, though. Like, are we going this way? I think we're going this way. This is just what I did the first time, though, and I ended up going down a waterfall and ending up back at the start of the level. Or what I thought was the start of the level, but then it wasn't. Or something. I think I might see what's going on. I think that was the waterfall that I went down. And it's like the level is in multiple tiers. Okay, so I just had to not... I think I turned right there and ended up going down a waterfall, which then made me be backwards, and then I backtracked through the entire level. I think we're on the right path now, and I just had to not turn there if I was even here before. I think I was here before. Not sure why the level has to have a, hey, turn right here if you want to go back to the start of the level and be horribly confused type of section, but it does. Wait, this is just a dead end. No, I am supposed to go that way. You are supposed to go this way. Okay, well then hang on, because I did get here. I got here, and there's just this rock in the way. Oh, is it? Maybe I'm supposed to ride the ball around. Yeah. Maybe this would smash through. Sure. So maybe this will smash through the big rock. Yo, later, Americus. Thanks for stopping by and stuff. I better get the sword upgrade after this. I've killed about 1,000 guys.
Feel my steel.
Yo. Is that the Y ninja? What's up, Yimo? Cool, I missed. Nah. I don't think the game was ever great. This has to be possible. This has to be possible. Maybe not. Well, wait, can I just... How do I even... Is there some... Maybe there's some way to climb these I'm not aware of? Okay, yeah, there we go. How is this level still going? God. Alright, man. I mean, I did get lost for a very long time. But also, man.
Mission complete.
Trash level. That's the sword upgrade, right? Yeah, there we go.
The Jade Sword was forged in heaven and was carried by the commander of the angel armies. It is very light.
What's like the sequencing of belts? How many? Let's see. It goes white, orange, blue, yellow, green, brown, black. So this is not the correct belt order for karate according to the first result on Google. So we can't use that to tell how many more belts there are. I think we know that there's 64 ranks in the game. I think I saw that somewhere, like on the title screen. If that's the case, we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 37, 32, 35, 36. It's probably like 5 or 6 worlds in the game, something like that. I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be back in a sec, and then, yeah, I guess we'll keep gaming. Alright, I'm back. I don't think they ever gave him a name, so I've just been calling him the Eye Ninja this entire time. Oh wait, no, I don't want to go this way. This is back to World 2. No. I think this is the stealth level. I don't want to do that one. I'll do it. I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. Just because I can't find the other levels, so I'm doing this one.
Got anything tougher?
Hub worlds actually suck unless they hold secrets and challenges. I mean, I thought that, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with, like, you know, Isle Delfino or whatever, or even Peach's Castle. Peach's Castle's fine. Yeah, I guess all of the Mario Hub worlds I really have no problem with.
Use your shurikens or darts to distract the sentinels.
Want some more? Have some more!
You know what? Fuck this. I don't want to play this level. If I can skip this, I'm gonna skip it. Not really sure where the other levels are. This is the problem I'm having. Okay, well, here we go.
Yeah, sure, gotta go. See ya. Want some more? Feel my steel. Out of my way. In your face.
Yeah, I just don't really like the Eye Ninja as a person. How do you do this? What? Maybe I'm supposed to kill that guy on the tree? Oh, he's not even there anymore. Oh, here we go. He's got to use darts. He's sort of like, I don't know. No. Going up there doesn't even do anything, so I still don't know where to go. Maybe I'm supposed to shoot that. I'm supposed to... It's sort of like this. If Sonic the Hedgehog is like a mischievous guy, but he still has that likability to him, or at least this is their intention. You don't have to like Sonic the Hedgehog, but, you know, he's supposed to be kind of cheeky. The Eye Ninja is just like, what if Sonic the Hedgehog was just mean? And that's it. What if he was just mean to people? That's my read on this character. I think I have to go all the way back for the rocket again, dude. These enemies get so many hits in. They're kind of evil. What? What is this? Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna choose to ignore it. Also, hi under the skin. Thank you. Thank you for the Thanksgiving simulation. I never You know, weirdly, my family Thanksgivings never had any grandparents at them, so it was never really like that. I might not even need this. I'm gonna say this is not required. I'm not sure you can make this turn. You probably can. There we go. Yeah, it did nothing. We're good. We're gonna figure out how to get up there.
Feel my steel! In your face!
If that guy just gets the free poke in, because I have to land on his sword. Kind of annoying. I think I definitely... I'm gonna have to go back to like the earlier levels. These later levels... Like this is just way longer than the World 1 levels were. So I think I absolutely need all of the ranks out of World 1 and probably World 2 as well. At least to get several more out of World 2. Otherwise, I'm gonna be getting multiple ranks from, like, this. And, like, this shit takes forever. Oh, sorry. Whatever. Close enough. The grades. Oh my god, did I have to get a rocket this far? You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Fucking shoot me. Can we like build a shortcut here maybe? Yeah, but then I still need to... Please do. If anyone in the Mafia is watching this, please shoot me. I do not want to have to come back here. Okay, the rocket gives up after a little bit. Luckily, that would never happen. Another, like, how is this level still going? What? Why? I need a rocket. You can't really adjust them up or down. Like, I have to... Is there a constant... You know, someone said that yesterday, I think. So I'm playing this. So I have this, like, really old monitor I've been using since, I think, 2011. And it has built-in speakers. And I've been playing all the GameCube games through these built-in speakers. And I don't hear the heartbeat sound at all. And I think it's because the junky built-in speakers on my junky monitor are literally just, like, not good enough. Like, I think that they're just not, like, reproducing frequencies that low. And this is how I find out 470 games in. I don't hear the heartbeat at all. Where'd they spawn that guy in? Oh, there he is. It's just gonna spawn infinite guys. Surely this thing has to run out eventually. Okay, yeah, I hear, like, something. Barely.
In your face!
Apparently, right now we've got green. Or right now we've got green. We're about to get blue. And then after blue, we get red. And then after red, we get black. They cut brown and they, like, rearranged all the colors. Oh, there's the rocket. I don't know why I couldn't find that before. It's just right there. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Wait, is this just the... Oh, wait, hold up. There's the queen. Hold up. There we go. Oh, they're gonna make me do a rolling game with it now, though, maybe. Hey, Dab. Yes. Yesterday at the end of stream, we did the final Gamecube thing poll, and this game won. Which means right now we're playing this. After I finish this game, we're gonna play the loser of the final poll, which is Metal Arms Glitch in the System. And then after Metal Arms Glitch in the System, we will play TTYD. And then after that, we're done.
You are a quick learner, ninja.
Yeah, after losing like 29 polls or something, iNinja finally managed to win the final poll. The official most losing game is Metal Arms Glitch in the System. I think this game got to like 27 or 28 or so. I think this game made it about there. And then Beyond Good and Evil lost 29 times. Sports trash is not real.
Fight your way to the Enforcer and use it to send Sayamon screaming back to the underworld.
Too easy.
No sports trash. I refuse. You know, I've noticed that the enemy colors are the same. It's weird that this isn't just a boss fight. We're doing a level. But like these are the red belt enemies. Like the enemy colors correspond to the belt colors in terms of like enemy difficulty to kill. I have no idea, to be honest. I really could not possibly care less. So I have no idea when the football starts. There's supposed to be football on Thanksgiving, right? That's like a thing. That was really never a thing for my family at all. So... honestly, if I would go over to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving, which we usually would, they would have soccer on. They were like soccer people. They would have some kind of soccer game on usually.
Reloading. 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 Reloading.
Well, I don't seem to have any controls other than
Reloading. Reloading.
Shoot and reload.
Reloading.
No, I'm not gonna finish the game today. I'm gonna end up finishing it hopefully tomorrow.
Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
Something about that ball is definitely...
Reloading. Loading.
Ah. I did a thing.
Reloading.
How'd I do that?
Reloading.
Okay, killing stuff fills up the bottom right meter. And when the bottom right meter is full, you press X to unleash a shot that does an extremely small amount of damage.
Malfunction. Reloading. Malfunction. 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 Loading.
Yeah, later, Delk.
Reloading. 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 Reloading.
Wow, way to give me one ghost short of how many I need to kill.
Reloading. Reloading.
Thank you.
Reloading. Reloading. Loading. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Dude, this the malfunction is so annoying. It's like your controls are reversed, but not exactly.
Reloading. Malfunction.
It lasts for a really long time.
Reloading. 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 Loading.
I missed. I didn't know you could miss, so I was just gonna keep aiming. I thought those were homing for some reason. Well, that massively sucks.
Loading. Malfunction. 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 Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
Should really be able to just like destroy his brain with bullets at this point.
Reloading. 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 Loading.
Mission complete. Ooh, high score.
Stop! Don't touch that.
I don't fear the Rage Stones.
You'd better fear that one. It belongs to Odor.
Well, his days are numbered. Where is he?
Moon. Ah! Ah! Ninja! Help! 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 Ah! Ninja! Oh, how can I ever thank
Who is the Guardian?
Zarola? She will show you the...
Open the door.
I think so, yeah.
You scared of heights? Me neither. The Clouds Ninja. He's taking all of the clouds. Odor is truly a powerful adversary. Shh! Shh!
Yeah. As my grandmother once said to me, she was mad too.
Okay.
Shh!
It's like, where are we at on progress right now? If I jump and grind and Ninja Ball Extreme, I feel like I want to do Ninja Ball Ultra. I'm gonna go back to World 2. I'm gonna go back to World 2 and try to find the NPC who gives you that stuff. So that's just like two more things that we can get, grades, that we should be able to get pretty easily.
Ninja!
Oh, wait, so I was kind of wondering this watching the cutscene. I think the NPC is not present on the map until you beat the world, so you can't do those two extra that are like those two extra minigame ones. I think you have to backtrack for those after the world, maybe. Yeah. This dude ought to be around here somewhere. I think I'm gonna go 100% World 1 as well. What am I still missing? I'm missing all of Eye Ninja and one Heart Attack. I think we're gonna like 100% World 1 and 2 to try to avoid having to ever play World 3 again. That's my plan. Those levels were way too long. Yeah, because like this was, wait, what did she just say? Hang on. Ah, she won't say it again.
Use.
How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 8 more. Oof.
Shh. Coinage, time.
Oh my god. They make you they make you go up on the edge for those. I assume we need all of these and I've already failed. I couldn't get up there. Dude, that these ones on the edge are gonna be really hard. Maybe you don't need all 150. So far, you've always needed all of them. I don't see how you could possibly, like, you have to be so precise to get yourself up there and stay up there. Nah, okay, you definitely don't need all of them. There we go.
Mission complete. Ooh, high score.
Yeah, you definitely had to get some off the rims. You couldn't just ignore all of that. I would have been short. Alright, we getting the red coins in this? Probably. Seek and destroy the number of enemies shown. Oh, okay. This is a new one. This will be good for grinding towards my sword upgrade as well.
Eat my sword! The blade is cold, yes! A killer!
There's nobody down in this pit, right? I gotta check. No, nobody. This level had, it has a ball rolling section at the end. So I think probably the 45 enemies is gonna also mean getting all strikes and the ball rolling bit.
In your face!
Are there enemies down here? No. Ah, you kind of like... Your momentum when you're jumping on the rails is very weird.
Eyeballing.
And there's a timer to this. So I can't just like take it slow. To make sure that I definitely get everyone, we just gotta actually get everyone. I'm not sure if you can miss though. Like, I'm not sure I've ever not gotten a strike. I don't know what you'd have to do to not get a strike on these guys. Wait, 41. I'm missing 4 enemies. Did I miss a pod? I missed like a pod of 4 of them somewhere. Just sit through this shit. I should have hit restart level. I was too slow. I tried to restart the level. Yeah, I didn't see anything I missed, but there must just be something somewhere.
Too easy.
What sucks is you don't even get to keep the stuff, I think. It doesn't even seem like you get to keep the stuff that I picked up in that attempt. Because I didn't get all 45, so you just lose. Literally a complete waste of time. You don't even get to keep the coins. Not sure why they did it that way, because that kind of just makes it feel really awful to screw up, where it's like, great, I get fucking nothing. Glad that that entire thing was pointless.
Eat my sword.
I forget if enemies can jump out of barrels. That might have been who I've been missing. Enemies hiding in barrels. Unsure if that's a mechanic. It might be. Seems like it's not. They can, but they jump out themselves. Okay. Like, I kind of think I remember enemies doing that at some point.
Out of my way. That's gonna hurt. Feel my steel. Oh, you want some too?
I also kind of wonder if there's maybe something in the level that counts as an enemy that I didn't realize they're counting or something like that. I really, like, I don't know. This is the end of the level. I've missed it again. Because then we just go into the ball rolling section. Unless enemies spawn in after I get the ball. That's my last idea. Otherwise, I have no clue what's going on here. Yeah, that's what it was. There are 4 enemies in this room after you spawn the ball in. See, now we've got the multiple of 5, so now we're gonna be good. That's kind of dumb.
Strike! 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 Strike!
Cool, 45 out of 45. Congration, I done it. Now watch me somehow fail this timer. Now we're good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mission complete. New high score.
That's that. Now we're just missing the, we have to get the red coins out of a level, and then there's another thing to do after that, I think. Or wait, no, that was only the first mission from iNinja. We're going back in a third time. We're going back in a third time for something. Please don't be red coins. Please just be a timer. Okay, it's a timer.
Try not to die again. Some more? Some more? Feel my steel! Eat that, sucker!
You have to actually destroy the ball. Time on this is going to be kind of tight. Like how much, what's the usual iNinja? I don't remember what the usual timer for the bowling is here, but I think it's about this or maybe a second or two higher. This is going to be a little bit tight. Is it 55? I came in here with 52, and usually I have like 5 seconds left at the end of the regular timer. Trying to move a little bit faster though, since I don't need to worry about like guaranteeing the strikes. We can just go. Okay, 3 seconds. Yeah, I think that's what I said it was gonna be, right? Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I would expect. That is a bit tight. Like, I cut a lot of corners during the platforming section and still only had 3 seconds to spare. It's a little bit tricky. So that's that. Now I just need to do... I think this. I'm pretty sure it's red coins in here is the last one.
Find the red coinage. Shh.
Stay here and try not to die again.
iNinja says stay here and try not to die again, as if he's not the guy who killed him. It's your fault, iNinja. I think he's gonna be fine since you're not around, you know? So last time I was missing 1 red coin. I don't think red coins are like in objects. I'm not sure there's ever been a red coin in an object. But I'm still going to destroy everything just in case. Oh, this is this room. There's a chance that's the red coin that I missed. I don't remember picking that one up. This dumb room. Alright, there. That's the tricky one. There's a second one up there somewhere too, but it's less bad. Let's see. Is there a third? I don't think there's a third one. It's just those two. No, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Please, I've spent so much time in this room. Okay. Last check, we're good. I feel like this attack just does nothing. The shockwave thing. Oh, my insane fury has charged up my invincible rage. Sounds cool. Yeah, he has like a murderous psychopath laugh. The Eye Ninja is not an endearing character to me. I do not like him. I think he became a ninja just so that he could kill people. And we're supposed to be like, wow, that's badass of him. Like, man, he's so cool. No. Just looking for coins. This game was made by the dudes who made Croc, correct? I'm not sure if we've got the coins. I don't remember what my coin count was coming in here in the previous attempt because it was like an hour and a half ago. So I don't know if I have the coins. Like, could they be... I'm afraid they're gonna like put one like behind one of those little walls. Like when we go through this choke point, there's gonna be one like here where you just wouldn't see it unless you stopped and turned around. I mean, Croc is pretty, like... Yeah, everyone was trying to create a mascot. I don't know why. I guess because... I mean, ever since Mario, everyone was trying to create a mascot. But the attempts just got, like, more and more pathetic over time. Where it's like, come on. Not a chance that they thought I Ninja was gonna be the next Mario. Like, that's right. This character. They're gonna be making I Ninja football games, I Ninja party games. No. I don't think so. There's a lot of, like, real Z-lister mascots out there, though, that are kind of interesting, where it's just like, what were we even trying with this one? I think the Jersey Devil classifies as a Z-lister platformer mascot. They made that Jersey Devil 3D platformer, and that's just like, alright. Yeah, Zool is another one. That's like an Amiga mascot or something. I think the first Zool game or something. I think that's an Amiga creature. Am I ending this with 9 again? I think this is the last coin. Hides copy of Jersey Devil. I mean, at this point, I have played so many on the GameCube. Zapper, One Wicked Cricket, Scalar. No A2M. Scalar is not going to be the next Mario. Yep, we're short another coin. I don't know where they hid that thing. Yeah, they don't really do this now. There's like Ukulele, but Ukulele is an intentional throwback to, you know, a more civilized era of gaming when we had mascots. Also, does that even count, right? Like Ukulele, I don't know. It counts. If anyone's got any ideas for where I might have missed a coin, the I Ninja is all ears. Yeah, Astrobot, I guess. Had to check. I'm dead now. Yep. Had to check though. So I'm pretty confident that those are definitely coins 1 and 2. I've tried pretty hard to take a look at that hallway and I haven't seen any more coins. Does it count as part of the mascot trend if you're Pac-Man World or like Frogger and you're like a thing that did exist, but they're like rebooting it and making him a character? I feel like that counts. If I had gotten this one... You do eat the fruit. Gotta be a platformer. It does have to be a platformer. Otherwise, I say it doesn't count. Like, sure, they did use that, and, like, that's just, like, most popular game characters. Like, they did use that. They used Kratos in the marketing. You know, they'll put him on the box of the console or whatever. Ugh. Ugh. I tried to play it and I couldn't. At first it's not so bad, but the levels just keep going and going. And it's just like... You don't even do anything in the levels, you just walk around. It's like an anti-platformer. You put Balan Wonderworld in the same room as Super Mario 64, they like cancel each other out. And they both just vanish. There's another one in this room somewhere. Well, I think Yuji Naka's already at... Is he... He's out of prison, right? I don't think Yuji Naka got too much time. I want to think it's like Yakuza 7, where Yuji Naka gets out of prison, and there's just nobody there. No one's waiting for our guy. Where the fuck did I miss this red coin? Assuming it's not... Like, unless I'm missing it in the ball section, I'm being pretty thorough in the ball section, so I don't know. Unless I'm missing it in the ball section, I've missed it again. Well, I won't pretend... Why was there only 2? What? I won't pretend that I'm an expert on Japanese culture and society. It's 7 pre-ball. What the hell? What am I missing? I have to get this. At this point, we're in too deep. I have to get this. I'm literally like going in first person and inspecting every room and I can't find it. What if it's in that barrel? Haven't broken that barrel before. It is in the barrel. Okay. Okay. That's what it was. The one red coin in the entire game so far that's been hidden inside of an object. Cool. And in the one object that I hadn't checked. Oh, there we go. Now I just have to play through the game. But yeah, like I was saying, I do know that a number of, I do know that, like, a number of laws aimed at, like, getting rid of the Yakuza specifically are, like, making it illegal to do any business with someone who has been in, where it's like, you can't, like, rent them an apartment, or, like, they can't get a job because it's illegal to give them a job, even if it's just, like, a totally legitimate job, that sort of thing. They're going for more of, like, the, you know, don't join because then you will be homeless, we will ruin your life, that sort of strat in combating organized crime, which I don't know how well that works, but I think it has worked because the size of the Yakuza is a lot smaller than it used to be, apparently. But I would guess that that just means that, you know, that would just make you not want to leave or stop or whatever, because it's just like, now they've made it even more like you sell your life to them. So I don't know, but what do I know? You'd get a rhino beetle. That's pretty cool. It has to symbolize something, though.
Ninja Revive!
Probably. It does in the video games. What does the rhino beetle mean to you? Other than just like, man, that's a cool bug. Because if you can pick anything, then I might have to go for like an elephant. Just because elephants are like really cool, in my opinion. That gets me every time. That same laser wall. Well, it's not like there's that much in the later levels. All of the earlier levels, for thematic reason, have a ball rolling section, because you're recovering the eyeballs, and then this is the heart, which is also a ball of the big robot. The big robot, of course, being the governor for some reason. But it's just that I've had to replay this like a billion times. I've had to replay a number of ball rolling sections too many times. So far, just the one. Every boss has sort of been like its own gimmick. Like, boss 1 was the punch-out with mechs. Boss 2 was like a shooting thing. And then boss 3 was like a different shooting thing. So that's world 100%ed. We got everything out of it. So that's all of the easiest stuff taken care of. I think next we're going to move on to 100%ing world 2.
The sapphire sword was carved out of the largest sapphire crystal ever known and found on the floor of the deepest ocean. It is like
Oh, sick. Sword upgrade.
a shop.
That just auto-saved. I mean, that's just true in real life, I'm pretty sure. I think Jade's pretty fragile. That's why there's like, you know... That's why you can get like a... I don't know if you can get like a sapphire tip on a drill or something. You can get like diamond and you can get ruby. I'm not certain about sapphire, but I'm pretty sure sapphire is going to be much stronger than jade. We come here. 23 out of 64. Sapphires are just blue rubies. Okay, so then yeah. I thought that might be the case, but I wasn't sure. My geology knowledge is kind of weak. 23 out of 64 is what we're at right now. Though I don't have to get all 64, thankfully. I think we're probably gonna get like 40, something like that. I'm gonna stop here though. Sorry if you just showed up, Shasta, but I'm done for the day. It's okay-ish. I don't really like having to replay these linear levels over and over again. I don't like having to find red coins.